Her 9000's Game Room.
I've owned a number of consoles over the years, but I've also owned some home computers. A lot of my early gaming was on a Spectrum, for example, and I progressed onto an Amiga 500. Now, one of the games I played an awful lot of on the Amiga was North and South, a combined strategy and action game which was released in 1989. It came out on the Amiga and the Atari ST and was later ported across to the NES, the Amstrad CPC, the MSX, MS-DOS and even Spectrum. North and South is based on a Belgian comic series, and that's based on the American Civil War. Now basically in North and South you act out the Civil War, choosing to play as either the North or the South, and you start the game either in 1861, the year the Civil War first erupted, 1862, 1863 or 1864, the final year of the Civil War. Each year has a different array of armies and states that each side begins the game with. It was a great little game with quite a degree of humour in it, and it was probably one of my favourite games on the Amiga. Now, this, the Bluecoats North v South, is a remake. It was originally released in 2012 for iOS and Android compatible devices and for Windows, but now we find that it is on your modern consoles, the Xbox, the Switch. It's the Xbox version I've been playing. The game has updated but still quite simplistic graphics, and some of the side-scrolling sections from the old game, like the fort attack and the train robbery, have been replaced with first-person mini-games. One where you attack a fort in first person with enemy bots fighting you and friendly bots helping you, and another one where you're attacked as you progress along a locomotive in 3D, shooting people and jumping as you go. The thing is, this game, to me, to say how much newer it is than the original, hasn't really done that much. This is no better than the original. In fact, if you've got very strong nostalgia, you might think this is worse than the original. And I did love the old one, but to me, this is just exactly more of the same, really. It will tickle that little nostalgic urge, but I paid £7.50 for it, and I think that is about where the price, sort of, for what it should be lays. I don't think this ever should have come on a disc. It should have been a download game, and it is fun, to me at least, in small doses, but it's not a proper brand new North and South. I'd love to see something with more effort put in. The problem is you've got one map, and things happen pretty much the same every time. They could have really gone to town with this. They could have gone into more depth, which is what I think is a full-priced game it should have been. If this had come out as just a digital, cheap release, fair cop, what you get is okay. So should you buy this game? I think if you've never played the original North and South, this is too dated and you're probably just going to go, wow, this is basic for a game now. If you've played the original North and South, it kind of depends upon how precious you are about it. If you see any deviation from the original as an awful thing that you're going to throw your toys out the pram at, don't get this. If however you're willing to try a slightly different take on it, that you can play on a modern system, and it's in a sale or it's cheap. I mean, mine was £7.50 off Amazon, which to me is pretty good. Then give it a shot. You might just find that you enjoy it. Okay, this is Kerr9000 signing off, saying keep on gaming.